Okay, so it finally got done snowing. That means I can actually be outside a little bit, even though it's still kind of cold out here, whatever. But it's a little bit better now, and I like to be outdoors from time to time. Now, honestly, this video was kind of inspired a little bit of me just watching shit on YouTube and thinking about life in general, and how illusions really manifest a whole different mindset for things and how you view people and so many different aspects on just life in general. Like, you know, they always say that saying, never meet your heroes and shit like that, right? But it really is interesting, though, how much things just kind of change when you meet these people or you go to these places or whatever. Like, I remember, for example, when I met some of the cast of Dragon Ball Z, it was life-changing for me. You know, they were wonderful people, and it was just awesome to be around them and shit like that. And it's just crazy, you know, sometimes you meet them, and yeah, like, because I didn't really know what to expect with any of them, honestly. So to meet them, especially Justin Cook, the voice of Yusuke Urameshi in Yu Yu Hakusho, he also voices Raditz in Dragon Ball Z, and I believe Dende as well. But, like, you know, doing a spirit gun with him and everything, it was like, you know, it just felt so insane and surreal to do that and shit. But, like, you know, there's a lot of illusions that life put up, or people put up, or facades or whatever, or just in general the way you view people might be different than the way they actually are. For example, a lot of people might think I'm a certain way because they've watched my Forever World channel for many years, me talking about anime and shit like that, and they meet me in the real, and I might disappoint them. I might not be anything like they expected at all, because in their head, based on these increments of information they get of me, 5 minutes talking about something that I love and I'm passionate about, whether I'm angry or mad or sad or whatever, you know, they get that impression. I think you get a little bit better of an impression of me if you follow me on a couple of other of my social medias in particular, especially my Twitter. You get a little bit more of me there, and kind of like, you know, who I am and what I'm about a little bit in a way, or the differences in me, that I'm not just, you know, what you get in watching a 5-minute video of me talking about anime or manga or whatever the case may be. There's more to me, and that's the same with a lot of people in general. You never realize who these people are, what they're about, and a lot of times they're just like you. Like, again, meeting some famous people in my life, a lot of times when you meet them, you come to realize, oh shit, you know, this person is just like me. They're a human being, you know what I'm saying? So I think the more mysterious you are, though, and that was one of the big things I wanted to talk about with this video, is the more mysterious you are, I think it allows this facade to continue. I think it also allows a bigger allure to you, as long as you have already a following of some sort. Then it allows people to continue. Like, back in the days, there's a big difference between back in the days and now. Back in the days, your celebrities that you looked up to weren't so readily accessible, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson, you'd be lucky if you've seen, you know, him on an album cover. You know, nowadays celebrities, people want to be friends with them and everything, which is an interesting way things have changed. Whatever, back then it was more of like a worshiping situation. You know, you would see women fall at Michael Jackson's feet. And now, you know, again, you're vlogging with them, you're live streaming, you're talking, you're meeting them, you're hanging out with them, everybody's cool and shit. So it changes a lot, but there are still some people that use the Mysterioso method, and it works very well. And I think it adds to the allure and the legacy and the legend of that person, because they're not so readily, you know, accessible. Like Jay-Z, for example, you know, all the way up to the music industry, Jay-Z, because he's not so out there, even in this day and age of digital, you know, social media and all this shit, is like, Jay-Z, he has such a mysterious allure. Back in the days, people like Biggie, we didn't know shit about him because all we got was from interviews and records and shit. We didn't know anything. Nowadays, you know, all these artists, Kodak Black, all of them, we think we know enough of them because we get so much of them, but even still is not the same. I think an allure also adds a thing, but then at the same time, the allure can be a very disappointing thing, because if you put out an allure, like, for example, like, you're this crazy gangster guy, and that's all you leave it as, and people are left to question, and they meet you in the real, and maybe you're nothing like that, it's going to be disappointing to them. They're going to be like, whoa, what the hell? So an allure, it goes on so many different levels, from all the way up to things like that, to, you know, with YouTubers, for example, the more you upload, the less allure you have about you. Like me, for example, a lot of people know I'm readily accessible. I upload frequently on my main channel. I upload daily now on my vlog channel. I'm always on Twitter and all my social medias and shit, so I'm very accessible. But, you know, another anime YouTuber, for example, Giga, you know, he uploads uploads once a week, for example, or Sawyer7Mates, he uploads occasionally as well. They have this mysterious allure, so it makes you kind of wonder about them and who they are and how they are. I guess the whole thing, because I went on a huge tangent throughout this video, to say a lot of people, they can either have facades or they can just be totally different than what you imagine in your head, whoever it may be, whatever the case may be. And it's just, you gotta keep on point and remember that people are human at the end of the day. You never know who or what this person is, what they're about, what they're up to. Just because they're nice guy Jim on the commercials doesn't mean that, you know, they're the greatest in the world. In general, people having less presence speaks a lot. So again, just a different perspective of it, your overall thoughts of this. Had an interesting time thinking about this one, but that's all I have for this one. I'm F World, and have an awesome day until the next vlog, people. I'm out.